Hi guys, it's Epic Dino Raw here. If you didn't already know, if you probably didn't know, but I've got a couple of scary stories, which, well, not scary in a way, but they're a bit weird of a phenomenon and whatnot. Anyway, my first one, was when I was about five-ish, about 5 or 6. I had another cat. His name was Cazy. God rest his soul. And I'll get a picture of him I have. That's the picture of him I have of him left. He died of cancer last year, sadly. So yeah. Well, I think it was. Yeah. My mum told me and told me it was cancer. Or something like bush or something. Anyway, it was. I was about 5. He was still alive back then, and he was 16 when he died last year. Yeah. Anyway, my new kitten here, just to thingy. So yeah, he was still alive back then when I was 5. Anyway, I'm gonna pause this for a minute, and you'll see me in a completely different scenery because I'm going to my father's house and whatnot. So anyway, I was about 5. Me and my sister still shared a room, and my wardrobe there, what happened was something happened with that, right? Mum says it's just an accident, a bit too top heavy on it, but I don't believe that. What happened was my cat was laying down by the door. I'll show you where it was.
She does know that.
Right, so that is where the wardrobe used to be. My cat was just there, and yeah, thing fell, nearly hit me. The cat ran out right before it was even toppled over. So, come in, Mum. So I don't even know how that happened.
I don't know if she's on.
Anyway, guys, what happened basically? Now my dad's supposed to talk for me 40 minutes. So I don't think I remember what I said. My cat was laying by the door. I was actually trying to stroke him, right? I was 5 years old. I loved cats, loved animals, still love animals. They're the most precious thing in this world, to me at least. And, well, I'm trying to stroke him. He literally, just a few minutes before it even fell, my wardrobe even fell down, he ran, and I, obviously being a 5-year-old, chased after him, and then just seconds later, the wardrobe fell down, which was really scary. Now, I don't know if that's just coincidence, cats have super senses or whatnot, but yeah, I don't think it was. And I myself, I myself really do think that something paranormal was happening. I mean, it literally had nothing that could make it fall down. It was not unstable. Nothing happened to it or anything at all. Not even the tiniest bit of blooming problems had happened to it. Anyway, guys, I believe that was a paranormal bit. I'm now in my room. All my stuff and whatnot. Bunk bed for me and my sister. And brilliant outdoor view of my father's restaurant, pub. It's a restaurant, pub, and B&B. This, even though it don't seem like it, has some of my clothes and some of my Barbie stuff in it. Well, it's also got a couple of things of my nan's in it because she's left it here by accident and whatnot. So yeah, that is there as well. Also, the second story is a bit more chilling. Right, so say this is actually a lot like it. The place except there's where I was on residential with my friends with my school and whatnot. Like there were 6 of these. The room was twice as large. There's 6 of these. Well, actually there was 4 of these. So there's 3 of these, which there was actually 3 of these, so that'd count for 6 people. Me and a few friends were there. That would have been like over there. It was twice the size of this entire room. Didn't include its own bathroom. This wouldn't even exist in it. Anyway, it was like that. We didn't need it, we didn't use it, but we had a cupboard in there, right? Something like this, except it was complete. It was like this. It completely sealed. Not even a shred of something like this and whatnot. Anyway, I slept on the top bunk. My friend slept on the bottom bunk. Right, 10 on my friend, right? What I did first was I was just drifting off to sleep. It was around 1 o'clock maybe. My friend woke up because we was in year 3, right? Get this, we was in like year 3, year 4ish. Never told this to any of my family. Well, I probably did, but they probably didn't believe me. I'm hoping a few of you guys will. I could see her. She had just got up to go, probably got up to go to the loo, or got up because she sleepwalk. A few of my friends did sleepwalk and whatnot. Turns out she was getting up to sneak to a different friend's, or no, it weren't that. Don't know why she got up actually. I think about a different friend actually on a different residential trip. Anyways, I was drifting off to sleep. I could see shadows and whatnot. Really, it's just starting to go to sleep, and I heard her scream, like not just like everyone thought it must be a spider, but I was awake. What had happened was, I was watching her. She was about to get out the door. She had just started like, What was happening? Now that is strange. I think that's downstairs. My dad's renovating the restaurant part. Here's where I keep some of my other Barbie stuff. Collector I am a bit. I must admit, I do love Barbie. Anyway, this door, I'd say this was where it was. Basically, one of the doors had just opened on its own, right? Bit of a light coming through it, and there was nothing in there really. Like, I woke the person who was like, they were literally that close together that you could just tap someone on his shoulder and say, "Hey, wake up! There's something happening." There's this red little light right at the back of the corner, like somewhere around there, and it was not in this room. It was at a residential trip. I don't know where, I can't remember. It was at my very, very old school. No, it was at my old school. Like, I'm now in secondary school. It was in my primary school I'm talking about. Anyway, it was literally as big as this, but we felt it was much bigger to ourselves. It would say we saw something shiny there. Something that was kind of like a little glow, like on my TV over there. I work out like everyone on top bunk up. She had got everyone to sleep. Obviously, most like me, others were scared of spiders, and one of them actually had a nightlight, and their nightlight was missing. We actually looked in there. Our teacher looked in there and found out that it was just the person's nightlight, but no one had been up so far, apart from that girl who had just who I just literally watched walk from her bed and take a few steps before she had noticed that. Now, I don't know if it was planted there before the girl over there fell asleep or anything, because I had actually been turned over for a while. I was drifting off to sleep. I didn't hear anyone. I just fell asleep. I had woke up a couple of times and whatnot, because let's just say I was homesick. I was really badly homesick, so I couldn't get to sleep. I could not keep awake properly. But what I could do was get sleep deprived really a little. I was a bit homesick and whatnot. Not as a few of my friends were though. And whatnot. I had to take medicine as well. Really bad. Never get homesick. You have to take medicine if you're really badly homesick. Which I was. I wasn't like bleh homesick. I was like, I feel dizzy. I'm gonna go sleep for a while homesick. Anyway, we figured out it was just her nightlight, and she said she had put it on before they even got into bed, and everyone was in bed except for the girl who had gone and had walked a couple of steps. Really, I'm probably the only one who can remember it now, because like I said, I was I was in year 3, my first year at school there, and I was about 9-ish, and now I'm 12, so that leaves about 3 or 4 years gap. And yeah, so anyway, they're my 2 spooky stories. They're not that terrifying, they're not spine chilling or anything, but they are pretty spooky and a little bit paranormal. Other dorms. I was in a dorm, right? You probably know what a dorm is. And other dorms had the exact same thing, a little bit different, but different. Like someone's suitcase they found their suitcases open middle of the night. Their sheets gone, but I think that was the teachers. Their shoes weren't where they put them. Where they had placed them. Oops. One girl, she had stuffed herself with a cover. She had the cover on, a pillows on her neck. She woke up halfway across the floor. This is what I heard anyway from the other girls in her thing. I don't know if this was true, all this except for the encounter my dorm had. This is what I heard, and she was just found on the floor next to the bed, and all her covers were pushed off. And now most people think, well, she must have sleepwalked or something and just fell on the ground. One girl didn't even need the loo really, and she accidentally let it go. You know what I mean? I mean, that was in the middle of the night. Or by then, most of us probably was, let's say, house trained and whatnot. Anyway, guys, they're my spooky stories. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't freak you out. And I hope you don't just think, well, I'm a crazy nut job. I should be thrown in the nut house or something. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's every time we're here, and I want goodbye. Please like and subscribe. Bye.